Memories vanished. A different kind of rain began to fall that morning, a fine drizzle that seemed to carry with it more than just water. Within hours, the world as we knew it began to fade away, memories running like ink washed away by the storm. In the midst of the growing chaos, a boy named Lucas watched the rain from his window. He saw his neighbors wandering the streets with blank stares, trying to recognize their own faces, their own homes. Lucas's mother looked at him with a lost expression, as if he were a stranger. "Who are you, my dear?" she asked, her voice choked with palpable confusion. Lucas felt a lump in his throat. He knew who he was. He remembered every hug, every bedtime story. But for his mother, all of that had vanished, erased by this insidious rain. He tried to talk to others, to the mailman who always gave him a smile, to the lady at the bakery who saved his favorite bread. But everyone stared at him with the same blank look, their minds like a freshly wiped slate. Lucas realized with growing fear that he was the only one in the entire town who still remembered. The colors of the past remained vivid in his mind, while for everyone else, the world had become an eternal present, devoid of history. Panic began to set in across the town. People stumbled through their own lives, not knowing who their loved ones were, where their homes were. Knowledge, skills, emotional memories, all gone. Lucas saw the despair in the empty eyes, the silent anguish of those who had lost their very identities. He tried to help, guiding some back to their houses based on his own memories, but it was like trying to rebuild a sandcastle with the waves constantly crashing in. The rain continued to fall, a damp veil over the amnesiac town. Lucas wondered why he was immune. Why did his memories remain intact? He clung to them tightly, afraid they might also be taken away. He mentally flipped through family photos, games with friends, school lessons, as if reciting a mantra to keep them alive. He felt an enormous weight on his small shoulders, the weight of all the memories the town had lost. Determined to understand what was happening, Lucas left his house, shielding himself with an umbrella. The rain seemed to glow slightly, as if it contained tiny particles of light. He watched closely as the drops touched his skin, but he felt nothing but a damp chill. He walked through the desolate town, observing the others. He saw a man crying in front of a photograph, not knowing who the people in it were. He saw children playing without laughter, without the nostalgic joy of familiar games. In a square, he found a group of people gathered around an improvised bonfire, seeking warmth, and perhaps some comfort in each other's company, even if they didn't recognize each other. Lucas approached and heard fragments of confused conversations, questions without answers, a constant echo of, "Who am I?" He realized that the key to understanding everything might lie in the origin of the rain. Where did it come from? Why was he the only one who remembered? Following an instinct, Lucas headed towards the old clock tower of the town, the highest point, from where he might be able to see the source of this strange storm. The rain seemed more intense there, and the sky, although cloudy, had a silvery and sinister glow, as described in his memories of an old book of tales. As he climbed the spiral stairs of the tower, he found an old man sitting at the top, looking out at the rain with a serene smile. The man seemed lucid, his eyes shining with an ancient wisdom. "You remember too?" the old man asked, his voice a hoarse whisper. Lucas nodded, surprised that he wasn't alone. The old man then explained that this rain was magical, brought by an ancient legend of the town. It appeared in times of great collective forgetting, to give a new beginning, a blank canvas for humanity. But there was a condition. Some pure souls, with a strong connection to the past, would be spared to guide the others, to rekindle the flames of memory. "You, my boy, are one of them," said the old man, pointing at Lucas. "You remember because the past still lives strong in your heart." The old man revealed that he himself was about to let himself be carried away by the forgetting, his mission to guide the previous generation already completed. He handed Lucas an old diary, filled with stories and memories of the town, a beacon to illuminate the uncertain future. With the diary in his hands, Lucas descended the tower, the rain shining around him like a blessing. He was not just a boy, he was a guardian of the past, a beacon of hope in a world of amnesia. He knew the task would be arduous, but he wasn't alone. The memories were there, recorded in the pages of the diary, waiting to be shared. He would find other children, other pure souls who also remembered, and together they would rebuild the past, not to relive it exactly as it was, but to learn from it, to build a more conscious future. And as he walked through the town under the rain that erased the past, Lucas knew that he, the boy who knew everything, had a new story to tell. What if memories were like seeds, waiting to germinate in new soil? What if forgetting was just an opportunity to start over, with the wisdom of the past as a guide? Leave your comment below. Like this video and subscribe to Inverted Everyday Stories for more surprising narratives. And you, what memory would you like to preserve forever?